In the midst of darkness, light persists. Mahatma Gandhi. Amidst the well-documented tales of India's struggle for freedom, a few extraordinary stories often remain overshadowed. Today, we delve into the lives of 5 such heroes, whose courage and determination sculpted the path to India's independence. First, we travel back to the late 18th century to the kingdom of Sivaganga, where Queen Velu Nachiyar's story unfolds. The first queen to fight against British colonial powers in India, Velu Nachiyar employed an intriguing blend of diplomacy and guerrilla warfare. After her husband was killed by the British, she formed an alliance with Gopala Nayaka and Hyder Ali to organize a formidable resistance. Her strategic genius shone brightly when she orchestrated a successful attack on the British arsenal, using a faithful follower, Guerrilla, as a human bomb. This daring and sacrificial act marked one of the earliest forms of suicide bombing in the history of warfare, setting a precedent for the use of unconventional tactics in battles against the British. As the pages of history turn, we arrive in the mid-20th century, where Potti Sriramulu's tale of resilience and sacrifice comes to light. Sriramulu's non-violent approach in the form of a fast unto death in 1952 was pivotal in the creation of a new state, Andhra Pradesh, based on linguistic lines. His relentless dedication sparked widespread agitation and ultimately led to the reorganization of state boundaries in India. Sriramulu's life reminds us that the power of peaceful protest can indeed redraw the maps of political boundaries. Next, we honor the bravery of Kanaklata Barua, a young woman from Assam, whose act of valor during the Quit India movement in 1942 remains etched in the annals of Indian history. Leading a procession with the national flag, defying the ban imposed by the colonial government, Kanaklata was shot dead by the British police. Her martyrdom at the tender age of 17 became a symbol of youthful defiance and sacrifice, inspiring countless others to join the freedom struggle. Moving to the forests of Jharkhand, Birsa Munda rises as a beacon of hope and resistance. In the late 19th century, this young tribal leader ignited the Munda rebellion against British exploitation and unjust policies. Advocating for the rights of indigenous tribes and demanding land reforms, Birsa's guerrilla tactics and mobilization of the tribal community challenged the British on both a military and a cultural front. His legacy as a freedom fighter and a social reformer continues to inspire movements for tribal rights in India. Lastly, we revisit the revolutionary fervor of the 1920s through the lives of Bhagat Singh's lesser-known comrades, Sukhdev Thapar and Shivaram Rajguru. These young men were instrumental in the Lahore conspiracy case, and their executions, alongside Bhagat Singh, marked them as martyrs for the Indian nationalist cause. Their commitment to independence was not just about freeing the land from foreign rule, but also about envisioning a future of equality and justice. These 5 heroes, from different backgrounds and regions, each lit a flame of resistance that collectively forged a towering inferno, under which the foundations of colonial rule in India eventually crumbled. Their stories, distinct yet united by a common thread of indomitable spirit, remind us that the fight for freedom is multifaceted and often silent, yet it burns fervently in the hearts of those who dare to challenge the status quo. As we reflect on their sacrifices, let their courage inspire us to stand firm in our principles and strive for a better world.